Yosh, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Storm Sage coming to you with my first Sage Synopsis video. And these are going to be a reoccurring video kind of theme going on where I just go and I theorize and go over specifically with the Sage knowledge. Okay, it's not just 6 paths, but all the paths. Okay, we're gonna be going and deep diving into the released or announced, I should say, Reaper class, job class from Final Fantasy 14. They just revealed this will be the new melee DPS, and it's gonna join Sage, not me, but the new healing class in Endwalker 6.0 that's going to be dropping November 23rd, November 19th if you pre-order, and I know you guys will, but I'll keep adding that to the videos. But yeah, so we're going to go over the synopsis. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to go over the video. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to let you guys hear it in full audio, full composition, let you guys see what the new class has to offer. And then if you guys have any questions, huh? No, exactly. Well, huh? What am I at work? Exactly. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. If you're loving the content, remember to hit that subscribe button. Hit a like if you like my the reveal synopsis, the information. I would greatly appreciate it, especially now that we're covering Final Fantasy 14 exclusively. All right, so already you can tell if you look at the class, that is the Reaper class. Already you can tell you're gonna have an avatar, and that's what I heard them say in the live note. This is your avatar. It's gonna act as probably some type of additional attack, kind of act like the Phoenix, or a pet in some form or fashion. But we know that pets, you don't directly control them, but it'll probably be something that's available on your hotbar where you can, utilize a 2-3 combo. And you'll see that coming up here shortly. But it looks like the Reaper completes its normal or base 2-3 combo, and then you're able to that opens up the ability to swipe or utilize your avatar state. And again, as you saw in my thumbnail, this completely reminds me of Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. In Kingdom Hearts, Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness, has a guardian, almost a guardian darkness deity. I'm not gonna reveal the whole storyline. There's reasons for him, and there's a reason why he's there. It's a huge story plot point later on in the series. So I wonder if, remember, Square Enix, produces or works on both games. I wonder if there was some type of style influence from what they did with Ansem to what they're doing with the Reaper class. I think it's I could do some digging and some, kind of get into it, some Law and Order type stuff, but I'm not going to do that. But that's what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and move forward. But this looks very good. I love the aesthetics of the class so far. So right there, I wanted to show you guys real quick. Looks like they did a 3-hit combo. They use one of their, and that's a staple in Final Fantasy. You have your combos that actually, create some type of gauge, create some type of filter. And we already can guess that the gauge is going to be some type of avatar gauge, where, you build up a certain amount of, let's go ahead and ghoul stacks, okay, or darkness stacks, in order to unleash avatar moves where you'll see your avatar come off from your back and start clawing at the enemy. I'm telling you, my original video, I thought that they would add maybe some more dots, more damage over time effects on this particular class. I'm still in the mindset that that's what they're gonna do. I feel like this class is gonna be possibly a damage class, obviously in the line with Dragoon, but it might be heavy, a little bit less damage, but more debuffing is what my mind is telling me. Based on what I'm seeing, based on what I'm looking, it looks like maybe the avatar, when the avatar attacks, it could debuff the enemy, maybe on damage, maybe on ability, you know, kind of resistances, weakened, different effects. Not saying that's going to be like a healer with status, you know, different status ailments, but I feel like we don't really have a class that does damage but can also debuff the enemy in certain situations or circumstances. And when you have entities like the Avatar, the Guardian of Darkness, things like that, they're like otherworldly entities. They explain in the keynote that this avatar is from the void, right? And so the void may bring different magics, different approaches to battle than, you know, us normal folk here in the source. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. They also could just go completely the other way. They could just go completely full-fledged attack orientated, full combo type style. But I'll go over my thoughts on how you're gonna have to play this this job later on. But let's go ahead and finish up. Also, this enemy looks sick. And that, as you can see, once you finish that combo, gives you the ability, your ghoul gauge. We're gonna call it the ghoul gauge, okay? Your ghoul gauge is going to come out and do, as you can see, we'll go ahead and retrack right here. If you look back here, oosh, oosh, hit him with that 3-piece chicken combo swipe, okay? And so he hit him 3 times. It was a little slow, and to note, it did not look like your character. The character didn't move. Now, I don't know if that is just for effect, okay, for the video purposes to show what the avatar is actually doing, but your character does not, and I repeat, it does not move while he was attacking. So that might be something to think about. When do you want to actually use your avatar-based movements? Maybe you're not able to move, kind of as where Dragoon is super mobile. This Reaper class, you may be very immobile. It may be very immobile when you're wanting to do damages with your avatar. You might have to be still. You might not be able to move or maneuver, or cuts or cancels the attack out. So that's the only thing that's the main thing I saw in that one. So we'll go ahead and take a quick gander back at that, and then we'll move forward. Right here is when I got super excited. Guys, this is basically a combo meal. So basically what it looks like is once you get your gauge, ghoul gauge, all the way up to full, right? Once you get it to full, you're able to unleash Ultimate Avatar Union, okay? Yes, I watch way too much anime. Ultimate Avatar Union, and as you can see, you bond or form with your avatar and you become one. This is amazing. So this is basically fusion at its finest, and as you can see, your eyes glow a red. It is this class, okay, is pure fantasy. Okay, when you think about things like when you think about animes where you have something like a Kyuubi, even Naruto, if you, let's go easy, Naruto, when you have the Kyuubi fox inside of you, Susanoo, right? The combination of those entities that they were able to utilize, whether it be the Uchiha or the Uzumaki Naruto with the tailed fox, he was able to bond. This is basically Kyuubi bond mode, man. He basically, you take that, you and the avatar fuse together, and I'm sure it increases your potencies. It's going to increase what your certain attacks do, certain status ailments you may be able to place on the enemy. And so this looks absolutely amazing. And you have like this crazy, like it just looks so, it looks a little goth, right? A little dark, but this Nightcrawler-esque type, you know, just Reaper style gown, with the flowing on the bottom and the scythe. You are glowing red, and I can just imagine the weapons. Can you imagine glowing red weapon, and then when you go into your mode, your whole body starts glowing red? Man, I would love it. Square, please let us glamour aura effects. Okay, when I used to play DC Universe, you'd be able to you change the color of the actual aura around you. let us change aura effects. Let us, but I'm sure it's built into the class. So, all right, let's continue. Look at that. All right, so as you can see, basically the union is commenced, and now your attacks look like they have a little bit of a charge time. Okay, not heavy, not like a full dragon's dive from the from Dragoon. But you can see that there's a little bit of a charge jump to your animations. Looks like everything is in threes. So that's something I'm seeing a lot of. A lot of the attacks seem to be threefold, where I don't know if there's a actual individual button presses or if you hit an attack and it's like, I don't know, Soul Splitter, and then you and then you do the 3-hit combo, kind of like sword anime style. That would be amazing. We have, again, these attacks and abilities for show look like he's only standing still, but I believe some of this you probably can do on the move. So that's going to be the next step if they're moving and able to kind of flare out these abilities. And they only show one enemy. They don't show you in a group setting doing these attacks and abilities. So we don't know yet exactly how that will function, but that's okay. Let's continue. And that little hand gesture, I was pretty serious. It's funny because I saw someone say Jack Skellington, and you really can't unsee it after that. You can't unsee it. And so there we go. The fall 2021 is which it's really winter 2021. You're not slick. But that is the trailer. So that's the basis of what they released to us. I'm going to go ahead and get into the next thing. So we're going to go ahead and look at some of the information that came through during the fan fest. And right here, as you see, the Reaper class. Just to give you guys a little show of what my man's drip. Okay, Can we give a handout for my boy? You see that? Look at the drip. Okay. Oh, look at me. That's me. All right. So, as you can see, we're gonna see information about the Reaper. Okay, I love the Rothgard looking Reaper as well, and I really want to see the backstory, because if you think about it, the Reaper and the Gunbreaker have kind of that's one of my predictions, is that the Reaper and the Gunbreaker, they seem to have very similar. You got the Rothgard showing off with the scythe. So I'm wondering if their storylines are going to be intertwined. If it, one's the Guardian, one has the Guardian of Darkness or Avatar of Darkness guarding it. So I wonder what the storyline. But if it's going to be in line with how the Dark Knight storyline is, then this is going to be amazing. Maybe the Avatar is like someone you knew and is protecting you in a dark oath, type of style. Very, very interesting. I'm wondering how that storyline is going to go. All right, so we're going to move forward. It is a melee DPS. Most people know this, but we're going to go over some of the basics. It's a melee DPS class. And then the weapon is the scythe, two-handed. So just like Dragoon's weaponry, it's going to share the same weight armor class as Dragoon. So finally, Dragoon's going to have a friend for the armor system to share. So if you have a Dragoon, you're going to be able to transfer over your gear mostly over for the scythe. We don't know what exact stats it's going to need or want right now, but that's what we're originally thinking. And then starting level is 70. So again, you have that starting level at 70. That means that if you want to jump into the Reaper or Sage classes right at the beginning of the 6.0, you're going to have to level them up to 80 to take on the new content first. A lot of people do that. It is the best time to level up your class, is right at the beginning, because everyone's trying to do it. All right. And then, okay. Concepts. So they do give you a good synopsis of the concepts here. Wields a scythe for dynamic close quarter combat. So again, they want that you're gonna have to be up close and personal. I didn't see too many attacks that look like that could be from a distance, especially since most of your damages would be coming from those avatar and those combo union abilities. Calls upon an avatar from the void to join the battle. There you go. So it's gonna call upon the void there. Can serve as a host for their avatar. Exactly. So basically the avatar can you could the big submit is what I remember for Kingdom Hearts. So you submit to the avatar's will and allow it to overtake you and overrun you with the darkness. Job quests, the plan to start in New Dawn. So they did suggest that when you if you really want to go directly into the Reaper class, you don't want to deal with the new content just yet. You want to go right into Reaper, then you want to log out right before maintenance, before 6.0. You want to log out in Uda, okay, in Uda, and then bring it back up. That's where it will start at. So here is it. So yeah, so guys, that is my synopsis. Now, my overall thoughts and predictions. This class looks amazing. The effects, the look, the Jack Skellington scythe with pants, legs, arms, everything. It looks amazing. The union mode, again, anime-esque to the max. I love to see abilities like that. More of that, please. More of that, please, Square. Really dive into it. But you can tell that they really put a lot of soul, no pun intended, into this class. And they've been wanting to do it. You can tell just by the looks of it. And it's going to be an amazing experience. If you guys, I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but if I end up Sage and Reaper, I got to level them up. So we may be leveling classes first, baby, on the first day instead of jumping right into the content. So we will see because my name's Sage. I might have to go through the game as Sage in the game and out the game. But yo, this is the first Sage synopsis. If you guys love this content in the series, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe. And remember to always follow your ninja way. Peace.
Yo.